What's up, guys? Today I want us to talk about 10 things you should know before you quit your job. Let's get those credits rolling. The one thing that you should know is that entrepreneurship is hard, and many people who are in employment right now, many of them do not understand that entrepreneurship requires a little different tactic than being employed. You see, when you're employed, many times you're told by your employer you need to come in at 9 or 8 and leave at 4 or 5, and you work for 8 hours or 9 hours, and you're given an hour lunch break if it's possible. There are those who work for 12 hours, but being an employee is easier than being an entrepreneur. And this is why, because when you're an employee, you have your set time, and you know at the end of the month you will get this amount of money, whatever you've agreed with your employer and your employment contract. But when you are an entrepreneur, if you do not work that day as you're starting the business, then the business does not work. And you're not sure how much you're going to get at the end of the month, especially when you're starting up. Because if you do not get business today, you will not be open tomorrow. And there are things that are depending on you to actually succeed. You have rent that needs to be paid. You have employees under you who want their salary at the end of the month. You have creditors that need to be paid. You have so many things that you are required to do. And if you do not do them, and if you have the attitude of an employee, then you will never succeed. Number 2, most businesses fail in the first year. And this is highly connected to the first because of this. Many people who get into entrepreneurship with the wrong attitude. We think that now we are our own bosses, or of course we are our own bosses of the fact that we are the boss, but we get into an attitude, the same attitude that we had when we were in employment. We feel entitled, and that makes the business fail in the first year because we have not prepared ourselves. We have not put in systems that will be able to assist us to make sure that we actually succeed as a business. Number 3, cut corners at your own risk. Now, I know that the reason you want to get into entrepreneurship is to get financial freedom, but you have to go through the process. Many entrepreneurs, every single day I see cutting corners and doing things that in the long run will hurt them, but they are doing them because they want to get rich quickly. They give bribes to people to get tenders. They do other things that would hamper their business in the future for the sake of short-term goals, for the sake of short-term gratification. If you do that, your business, when it scales up and as it scales up, will have a bad foundation. So make sure that as you're starting your business, you're putting in the right foundations, you're putting in the right processes, the right systems, so that your business can be able to start succeeding from the very beginning. Number 4, you are substituting one boss for 100 bosses. I know in employment it's said that people do not leave firms, they leave their managers. And it's the same thing with entrepreneurship. But entrepreneurship, it's really a little different. You need to understand that you're going to get clients who, as you're beginning, will be your boss. And they will start telling you, this is what you need to do. This is what I want from you. And you're substituting one boss for 100. For 1,000 that you will now be serving. And to counter this, you need to place in a system that makes sure that you take control of what you're offering to the world, and not your clients who will be dictating exactly what they want. Because as you're starting, you will get many clients who will tell you, can you do this? And you say yes. Can you do this? And you say yes. But as you're growing in the business, you need to understand that there are things that you need to say that we do not do. If it's that sign of work, I can refer you to someone else. I do this and I do this and I do this, so that you can be able to take control of your work. Number 5, integrity will get you far. You can run as fast as you want in entrepreneurship, but that integrity will get you even further. And you need to understand that you need to be an honest businessman. There are not so many out there, but you know that at the end of the day, if you have integrity, you will be able to succeed even more. You will be able to surmount challenges that come in front of you because you are aware that your word is your bond. And when you say something will be done by your company, it is actually done. So integrity will get you very far. Number 6, start small and keep growing your wings. I know so many entrepreneurs who say, I need this amount of money in order to start well. You know, I cannot start with small stock. I cannot start with this amount of money. And there are so many businesses that you can be able to begin with little or no money. And I will link them right here. And if you make sure that you start small and you grow your wings, if you start and you make a little profit, you use that profit and plow it back into your business. And if you make some more, you plow it back into your business. And that way, your business is able to scale up. As you're going on, you may need to bring in partners into your business in order to multiply the effect that you have. You also need to check the fact that every single person that you bring into the business as a partner, as an employee, every single one of them must be able to represent the brand. So as you're scaling up, don't look at the profits the first, second or third year. Look at how you can be able to grow your empire. Look at how you can be able to make a good foundation for yourself so that you can be able to actually soar as you get to the 4th, 5th year, as you're able to get into making more and more profit in your business. So make sure that you start small, but you make sure that your foundations are secure. Number 7, get a great team around you. You can have the most capital in the world, but if you do not have the right people around you, your business will not succeed. So this is what you need to make sure, that the people that you bring around you will be able to grow your business, will be able to join in the vision and the mission of your business and actually help it scale up. Because human capital is the most important form of capital in any business. You can have money, you can have a good plan, but if your people, your employees, your co-founders are not joined into the vision of your business will not take off. Number 8, have an awesome, unique selling proposition. A unique selling proposition, or a USP, is something special that you bring. Is it your after sales service? Is it the quality of your service? Is it the communication that you have with your clients, prospective or existing? You need to have something that makes you different in the marketplace so that you can actually differentiate your services from the ones that are being given by your competitors. A unique selling proposition is very important because we want your business to actually be different, to actually be better than other people. So remember that different is better than better, said by Sally Hogshead. And this means that if you make yourself different, if you realize what makes you different, you can be able to scale up than try to compete with other people on things like price and things like products, because so many types of businesses are already commercialized. So people will look at the cheapest price or look at the lowest that they will be spending. But if you make yourself different, then you can be able to charge a premium and actually still make money. Number 9, sales is the lifeline of your business. No business can survive without sales. Unless you're selling something that does not need to be advertised, which I do not even understand what that would be. But if you're in a business, you need to remember that sales is what drives everything else. If you're unable to sell, if you cannot be able to sell, then you need to understand that your business will not succeed. Sales is what maintains and grows a business, and you need to be a guru in sales. If you're not, then you need to get a few people around you who are proficient in selling or who can handle your business development, because that is where you will start making the money. Revenue comes from selling, and selling comes from having a unique selling proposition. So sales is a lifeline of your business. Number 10, pay your taxes. I cannot stress this enough, but as businesses are beginning, sometimes we pretend and we evade the law and we avoid paying tax, but ensure that you pay your taxes, because we want your business to grow, and as you grow, you will start getting government scrutiny. So you need to make sure that you keep paying taxes even when you're small. It doesn't matter how small your business is. If you make some money, make sure that you pay your taxes, because one day the taxman will come calling and they will want to look at your books, and once they do, they will see that you have not been paying tax. And believe me, you do not want the tax authority to come to your door and tell you to pay tax, because you will pay their tax, you will pay their arrears, you risk jail term, and your business will suffer if you're actually told to pay all your revenue backdated to some particular date with some exorbitant interest rate as a penalty for not paying tax. So make sure that you pay your taxes. If you're stuck about which business to begin and you have no idea which business to start, I would advise you to check these 5 businesses that you can be able to start, and start one of them. If you'd like as well to register your business and you have no idea how to do it in Kenya, check the card that's right here right now and you'll be able to do it. So I hope that these 10 things that we have spoken about will help you to get started as you're thinking about starting your hustle. It is important that you keep these things in mind, because at the end of the day, as you're quitting employment to get into business, or you're starting a side hustle and getting into it as you're still employed, these things are important. So keep them in mind, and I'll see you next week.